Fascism in America. This Black Panther newspaper is dated May 31st, 1969. Berkeley, Ronald Reagan creates the fascist state. Over 200 people and 70 police were injured Thursday, May 15th in the heaviest battle in Berkeley yet. For the first time, cops used shotguns and rifles against the people. Over 100 people were hit with birdshot, rock salt, lead pellets from shotguns, and even with larger caliber rifle bullets. The people fought back viciously, throwing rocks, bricks, bottles, and anything else they could get their hands on, but as yet, no police have been shot. The 4-hour street battle was fought over a small vacant piece of land owned by the University of California. The people decided to beautify it and make it into a people's park. A year ago, the almost 1 square block of land was the site of some of the most beautiful old homes in the campus area. The university bought the land for $1.3 million and demolished the homes. For 9 months, the land was vacant, used only as a parking lot by persons willing to risk having their cars stuck in the mud. Then the people in the community, sick of the ugly, deserted lot, got together and started working on the land. The first day, 100 showed up. Students, women, children, hippies, businessmen. Everyone was so eager to work, there weren't enough tools to go around. As soon as someone stopped working, someone else asked for the pick, shovel, or rake. Money was collected and sod was brought in, and a carpet of grass was unrolled. Trees and flowers were planted, a sandbox and swings were put in for the children, and brick walkways were laid. During the week, the park provided a place for people to rap, lie in the sun, play music, and cook. Every weekend, thousands of people worked in the park, and at the end of the day, people's stew was cooked, and the weary but satisfied workers would sit around and eat together. The people had tremendous pride in the park they were building. They saw the park as an example of socialism in practice. Meanwhile, the university was sulking in the shadows. After all, the university had that piece of paper that said it owned the land and it couldn't let the people intimidate it. So, University Chancellor Roger Haynes said the land was going to be used for a soccer field. There are already 4 such fields in the South Campus and no parks. On May 14th, Haynes said he would put a fence around the park to reestablish the conveniently forgotten fact that the field is indeed the university's and to exclude unauthorized person from the site. Plans to defend the park were never formalized because the people weren't sure exactly how the university would move. When 400 police moved in Thursday morning at 4 a.m. to clear and hold the park and adjacent area, there were only about 50 people in the park. Only 3 people refused to leave, and they were arrested. Thursday morning found the police lounging in the park, workmen frantically erecting a steel wire fence around the property, and residents and students angrily watching the whole tragedy. Around 12:30, over 3,000 people assembled at the rally, while at least 1,000 others had to move back down the avenue. It was the student body president speaking last at the rally who had called for the people to march down and take the park. According to NBC News, UC Berkeley's $312 million plan for a renewed People's Park included permanent supportive housing for about 100 homeless residents. More than half of the park will remain open space and will commemorate the site's turbulent history. So this was in 2021. And then in East Bay Times on January 23rd, 2024, UC Berkeley has surrounded the park with shipping containers and hired full-time security to keep people out while waiting for court approval to build student housing there. So, does anybody live in this area and know what's going on here?